I wish there was some utility that would be able to blast this out to all of my social media at once. And they don't seem to exist. Darkest Dot, I'll explain that in a second. I should probably do this before I launch the stream, but it takes me like 5 minutes, so I like to have the stream up as people come in. How did you guys find out about this? Did you just get the Twitch notifications? Yeah, sorry, I'm still waiting on the mic arm. It was supposed to come today, and it has not. I do have a camera arm now, so I like that. It's actually my lamp. I just clamped a GoPro to the lamp. I'd show you, but it's on the lamp. No, the light pattern is actually shifting back and forth, and every, I think, 10 seconds that'll change. That's what we were programming the first time I had this skateboard on. If you missed it, there's a little Arduino down deep in here, hence this crap, and it's running the LED strip. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing on my screen, at least, is reflective of what's going on here. 12 seconds. Thanks, Fastwords for Days. How did you remember that? Is it because you chose it? Alright, last one. Well, okay, so you found it through Twitter. Yeah, and I try not to post tweets on Twitter unless I have something insightful, or like if really it's unless I'm angry, or I have something I think is funny, or it's information I think people need. It's oh yeah. So for those of you who found me when I was 3D printing PPE stuff, which I'm still doing, I just turned it off for the streams. I've been putting these together here. See that? Nah, sort of. It's kind of blown out because of the... It's hard to do this. That's kind of fun though. So I've been, I got these packs of ear savers, which are little plastic strips that go behind your head that you put the mask loops on so they don't sit on your ears all day. And I put a mask in there, and that's hard to see, but it's visual and bilingual instructions on how to use them. And I've been handing these out, so when I go for walks, I'll take a fistful of these and just hand them out to people I see not wearing masks, or if they're just wearing loop masks, I'll still give them one. And these have just been insanely well received. So if anyone's in need of a bunch of these, just whisper me and I'll mail you a fistful for free. I have hundreds of them. Yeah. Need to get caffeinated. Hey, my bot's working, except it spams everything out all at once. We'll see how annoying that gets. But there's some things to click on. This is my, I think the GoPro might be able to pick that up. It's, no. I love all the goosenecks I have in here. I'm just in an ocean of goosenecks here in the vault. Here in level 3 of the internet. We're all about the goosenecks. This is my Easter egg 2009 mug from Hamburg. It's a little, I like it. It's a little rabbit chewing the cord on a security camera. Artillery, no. I have not gotten a speaker mug. I didn't want to say anything, but I do have other Grim swag, so I can't complain too much. We need to open up a store where people can buy this stuff. I have Warp World mugs. Warp World has me on mugs, but I don't have a Grim mug yet. This Gremlin guy. These actually aren't my con ears. These are way too heavy to wear on the cons. These are actually really good headphones that children pay a lot of money for to use as costume wear. What was I doing? Oh. Yes, all the typos in the Streamlabs bot. That's what I was upset about. That was something I quickly set up and then forgot about because it wasn't working, and now it decided to work and blast my horrible typing skills across the internet. Thank goodness for bots. Capitalized. I need to increase this playlist, I think. There, that's better. Let's see how annoying this bot gets. Anyway. We should get to work. Hey, Azur, good to see you back. Good to see all of you back. It's kind of a jerk move welcoming one person back. When I really do appreciate seeing all of you back, because that lets me know that I'm doing something that people actually give a crap about, or that I'm doing things horribly and it's funny and I just don't realize it. And if that's the case, that's all right. You know, as long as I can provide a little bit of distraction from the horrors that exist just outside our windows, whether you live in Minneapolis or one of the many cities now that have that response going on, or just living with the pandemic still. Emptying out my goodie bag in ASMR mailbag fashion.
How's everyone doing tonight? Just checking my mail. Hope there's something nice inside.
I was trying to watch the viewer numbers decrease, but it actually jumped by 3 as soon as I looked.
Welcome everyone who just joined. It's mailbag hour. Just gonna reach inside my mailbag and see what it feels like.
I should set up a tiered system for noises I'll make into the microphone for money. All right, so okay, I gotta figure out what side is where. I can bump this up a bit. So what we've got going on here is, I can just move this down so you can see what. Sorry about that. What I broke. Should I turn these lights off? Is this obnoxious, or should I leave this going? Because they don't really get in the way of what we're going to be doing, I think. get some chat running over here. Till my phone dies. Wow, I hate this. I hate chat on this app. Maybe the Streamlabs one is better. No. Oh, no. That one's better. We'll leave that there. Okay. All right. The vote is in. It's fine. So what happened the other day was I should move this box. A weird problem to have there. Okay, I don't know what caused that, but anyway. So I was out skating the other day, and you may notice there's a belt here, and there's not a belt here. So these are the drive motors, the drive pulley it's called. It spins like that. So it goes battery, which is way down here, to this control system here, which has the drivers, which run these drive pulleys, which connect to these belts and turn these wheels. And that's it's exactly the same as how you vacuum cleaners work. In fact, these, I'm almost positive these are just vacuum cleaner belts, for very powerful ones because they have teeth. But if I turn this, eventually we will see something terrifying. So there we go. So I hit a divot and snapped one of the belts, which isn't supposed to happen. I should have had another 100 miles on that belt. So something really bad happened where it actually caught the belt and snapped it. Snapping both belts is fine. Snapping one belt sucks because you think you're still okay, except when you go to stop, you don't have that reverse thrust like you used to, and you don't stop as fast as you thought you could. So that was bad news, but I was okay. I ended up hopping off the board and doing the like landing run onto the sidewalk, and a guy in a car saw it happen, and he was like, "Yeah." I was positive I was going to fall right on my face, but had my helmet on, and that helmet has taken a lot of beatings, and so has this GoPro, which I've landed on. But I didn't need it this time, so we're going to replace these belts. Yeah, it fell off the back. I got a huge pack of belts, but I only need 2. Some of those are going to go to Jakku because I'm pretty sure I owe him some. How is this mic positioning? See, that's the problem. That's why I like hearing my own voice, because I move around a lot, and I like to know what's going on with the mic. Gremlin guy, the board's almost killed me. Almost killed me? Once. Really? Like that time I fell off and broke my rib. Like if I had hit my face into that bumper instead of my rib, I probably would have died. No, that wasn't it. The one where Jakku's GoPro caught me falling was I was fine. I was a bit scraped up. There was one where Jakku caught that same lip like a week later, and he got wrecked, but we didn't get it on video. Oh, and then so while I'm taking these wheels off, I'm going to replace the drive bearings that are in here because they have like 300 miles on them, which is a lot for a skateboard. We're going to lube it up, and then we're going to put, I'll show you what these are later. Just go on top. These are blown out. Wrong way. Yeah. So these are replacement hubs that may or may not fit this board. They say they do, and I 3D printed them, and I don't think so, but we're going to take the wheels off and find out. If they do, they will change the gear ratio between the drive pulley and the wheel, which will give me a higher top speed. That's what I need, right? So we're going to see how those go. But I printed these in PETG. They're extremely hard. Sets the dog alarm off. Hang on. Fixing the signal. I wonder what happened. GoPros are the worst. Just the absolute worst. Don't ever buy a GoPro. I'm going to stop using this. I'm supposed to be getting another camera in soon. Artillery might know where that is. It's probably on a shelf near him. Them. There we go. How you doing? All right, so let's take this apart. This should be pretty quick. Artillery, are you looking at cameras? Hurry up, I need it for professional reasons. There you go, loosen these up. Yeah, fun stuff. Just remembered I left a washer I need somewhere else. BRB. I'm safe. Back in the vault. All right. Artillery, it's so far back on the back burner shelf that it's above the shelf. All right, cool. Here's where I lose all the washers in case anyone wants to keep track of how many I lose. I have something for this. These are great, and I have a bunch of these. These are just a little metal bowl with a huge magnet on the bottom, but it's rubberized, so you can link all your stuff in there. So let's get to plinking. This is going to be a rubber mallet kind of situation, I think. Yeah, gonna get more tools. Yeah. Don't tell Dad I took his good mallet. I'm using it on my toys. What's up, DJ? How you doing? Thanks for taking time away from your busy Final Fantasy XI schedule to watch me just wreck a skateboard even further than it already was. My good mallet! I'm doing all right. I mean, just trying to stay sane. All right, I'm gonna pull this out. This should. I've actually never taken this off before. Oh wait, I must have taken it off once because these are new wheels. Past me doesn't remember a lot of stuff, but this should. Yeah, I'm pretty sure these are just held on with friction and hope. And so now I just need to hope hard enough that it comes off. Yeah, there we go. It's loosening up. Wow, why does that keep turning off? Oh, you know, it might be might not have a large enough power supply. What I'm asking of it. Let's oh man. All right, one more time. If 65 watt USB is not what it needs, then we got problems. Here it comes. Yeah, all right. No, I had it on a super chintzy USB-C charger. I'm sure that's what it was. Or some evil hacker has compromised my my cam. It could happen. It's possible. I do have it connected to the internet to stream back into my house. Just I pay all that money for the internet. Like I better use it, right? So I make sure everything goes out and back in. Everything routes out. Really hard to write rules for that, but I sat down and got it sorted. So here's the inside of the wheel. This is the thing that's supposed to get replaced with this. I think not. No, no way. One way to find out. Yeah, it fits, but then what's the bearing situation here? Sorry, that's really blown out. I think I could fix that. Just need 3 GoPros, right? Some kind of mass charging array that uses lasers. I should have written down where I had everything before I started doing this, huh? Okay. I hate this camera because there's no exposure setting on it. But, like it works best when it's off. So there's a big hole in the top, little hole in the bottom. Gotta figure out the bearings, how the bearings are gonna, I don't know. All right, so definitely little hole goes there. Oh, I guess that's it. No bearings go in there. What am I thinking? Because I didn't pull any. Oh, there's a huge bearing in there that I actually have to replace. And the question is,
oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god.
That's really loud. I'm gonna fix that. There we go. Rip headphone users. Oh man, oh god. Thanks for the host though, False God Cryptia. Cryptix. Appreciate it. Hey Solid Scrape. Good to see you back. Maybe I should leave it that loud just to freak everyone out they host, because especially if they're not rating, they're just hosting and they think they're sneaking in, and then it just blasts them in the face with that. Like, I see you, buddy. I see where I screwed it up and I'm fixing it right now, but I actually have an animated GIF from that movie that goes along with it. If I can find it now.
Become best friends. Yep.
Thanks for the sub, DJ. We just became best friends. It's appreciated. I hope your house is still up. I really do. And in my heart of hearts, I hope that your house has still not been bulldozed, a la Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What am I looking for? Hosts. Yes. That's the wrong GIF. The right GIF is now in there. Okay, back to work. On Johnny's ADD stream in the vault. So we gotta pop that huge bearing that's in there out. How do you do that? One of these. This is a universal tool. It doesn't really have a name, but you use it for everything. It's just a tool. It's just the tool. Its name changes based on what you're using it for. It's dynamically, its existence actually shifts. So now I'm going to try to bang it out on my glass desk. Okay, get ready. I keep looking over here because I'm used to the camera being there. DJ, did anyone actually tell you what the deal was with the why I thought your house got bulldozed? I'm gonna do this on the floor. Oh no. Oh, that's fine though. Wow. So I actually banged out the outer seal on the bearing, just fine because I'm going to throw it away anyway. And you can put it back in, but wow, look at all the crud in there. There's not supposed to be all that crud in between the bearings. That's 200 some miles of crud. Oh, this GoPro's down again. I don't know. Yeah, I officially don't know what the problem is now. Because it is oh, it's probably overheating for no reason. Like, it's just, it's doing its one job. Why is it overheating? But I'm just going to keep messing with that all stream. Get ready. Wow, this is really in there. Yeah, this is a floor project. So DJ, I thought that your house was behind the taco joint for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that, because we've been to your house but I thought that it was behind the taco joint. And so if you've noticed maybe that well, Nick, it's grease with all kinds of crud in it. I mean, it is supposed to be packed with grease, but it's like I can get some out and then, oh boy, it's hard too. See, I got a gap. I picked some of the crud out in the bottom there. Yeah, so I thought DJ, I thought your house had gotten bulldozed because it's the one behind the taco joint that got bulldozed, and so I had texted Jakku like, literally, dude, did DJ's house get bulldozed? What the hell? And Jackie was like, I don't know. He's streaming right now. I'm gonna keep banging on this. It's getting there. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that's good bearing. Ooh. Look at all that crud in there. So it's a combination of grease and crud, but it's more crud than grease. And so the way that's the way a bearing works. These are even on your cars. Pretty much most wheels have some sort of bearing system like this. Pick this little greasy seal out of here. So this is not a seal, what do you call it? I don't know, it's a bracket that holds all the bearings and keeps them separated. That has clearly cracked and broken. But yeah, this is how bearings work. And so it's 2 rings with a bunch of spheres in between that roll around and reduce the friction of metal on metal. They're all greasy balls. Put your greasy balls in there, and it makes everything run nice and smooth. Maybe, I don't know if they make any real good noises. Let's see. It's the sound of greasy balls and some crud. Yeah, and so this should spin freely, and it sure doesn't, although, granted, I kind of broke it, but see how it kind of jams pretty fast compared to these new ones I'm putting in. I had to make sure that they're the right size. I just matched up. As I put it on top, I was like, oh god, this isn't going to be the right size, and I got to stop everything. But the new ones, it's hard to see on this. Anyway, it spins really fast. DJ, are the gunshots and or fireworks, but probably gunshots still going off out there? So we live in a hey, what's up, Rex? Good to see you. We live in a neighborhood that is prone to both gunshots and fireworks, especially just for celebratory purposes. And so every time we hear that outside, it's always like, ooh, do we run to the windows or do we run away from the windows? And that's the life I live. And that's why DJ and I spent all this money on houses here. Just money well spent. Yeah, the upside is, like, from living here, I've gotten really good at identifying which is which. So, just dropping the new bearings in there. Not a lot to it. Well, we were going to try these. I'm super wary of these, especially since I 3D printed them. But, yeah, they don't. So I might have to file it down. They don't go in far enough, but I'm going to use that as an excuse to just not use these. Like, given how many injuries I've already sustained, I'm gonna pass on these. I just thought it was a funny idea. So I'm gonna go back to this one. Get down in there. That seems like it doesn't go deep enough. Let me look at the other. Well, forgot I didn't even take the other wheel off yet. Man, this camera. I don't know. What can I do? I can do this. And try to reduce the frame rate in case that's why it's overheating. See what that does. Or, oh, you know what it is? Because I'm not recording anything, it automatically turns itself off. And that's very funny, because I remembered to disable that last time. I have to like make myself a stream checklist. One sec, I think it might go down again. Try putting it back up to 60 frames a second, because that's what we're broadcasting at. And auto off, 5 minutes. Do you kids feel like it's been about 5 minutes every time? Because I sure do. Just a guess. All right. Everybody have a good laugh. Get it out. All right. It's enough. Now it's too much. So I am concerned as to how deep that bearing has to go in there. So what I'm going to do is take the other wheel off and see. That takes a little more work. I should have done it from the beginning. Yeah, DJ, if you like innuendos, man, this is the place to be. Get the right size here. I hope you were here for the ASMR greasy balls. Like not the right size though. All right, just remember it's up to you kids to remember where all the parts I dropped go. I stream all of this for the 400th set of eyes. All right, that's gonna be fine. Here's some good ASMR for you. So maintain eye contact. Gotta get the little ones. Yeah. I like the little ones. Little ones are fine. It's all on how you unscrew with them. Hey, I found a washer. All right. Wonder what that's to. All right, so I got to take these covers off. Thanks, Passwords for Days. So now I got to take its covering off and expose its innards to the world. So there's your drive pulley, there's your drive gear. Might be easier to show you stuff on the other side. I'll throw this out. I hope that was the garbage. I'm gonna flip this up on its side. Oh hey, why do I keep finding those? This is harder to put. I'll put it down in a second, just bear with me. Oh, where's the other wheel? So, what we're doing here is we're gonna take this thing off, and it's got these two bolts there and there to get at the other side of the belt. That is not, that's the wrong size. You know what that means. It's funny as I have a toolkit for this board that has only the tools it needs. But getting it is like work. I do not like work. Wait a minute. Oh. Yeah, you know what the problem is? I grabbed the wrong bag. There's supposed to be a hotkey for markers, but it's Control B, but it is not. DJ, how do you drop a marker while streaming? Do you mess with that shiz? Pro streamer right there. You're right, it is slash marker. Yeah. Oh, it even pops. Slash marker description. Wink. I thought there's a hotkey and it's Control B, but it doesn't do anything. So I don't know. DJ, were you a rollerblader? Were you a real hacker? Dashboard. I see it. I'm looking at the dashboard and I couldn't find them. I can't find the marker button. I'll sort that out later. Yeah, I too loved the fuck out of rollerblading until I was 16 and I had a growth spurt. So my town actually had, it was like one of the first towns ever to just accept that skaters weren't going anywhere. And if you give us a place that's cool to skate on, we won't skate on the rest of your stuff. There we go. May have to add that button. All right. So they built us a skate park. And I was at the skate park and they had like... This was also right on the cusp of... How loud is that? Right on the cusp of them not doing anything to endanger children anymore. So we had vert ramps and stuff. And so I was like all about the vert ramps. And I was great at it until I was 16 and I had my growth spurt that summer. And my center of gravity shifted a foot in the wrong direction. And I go to the skate park without my helmet as one did back in the day. Hit that first ramp of the day and immediately flipped backwards full force. Smashed my head on that ramp. And now I can't do math. But who needs math, right? What's math ever done for me? All right, so this will make more sense as I put it back together. Get the camera. Yeah, oh, there, it's pretty good. They lied 1 million times exactly. Some would say that that's math, but they're wrong. That's just counting. Is counting math? Is incrementing math? Discuss. Where's artillery? I think they fell asleep. I made a comment the other day about all these people who are just baffled and backwards regarding all the COVID-19 statistics are the same people who were like complaining in math class that we'd never have to use statistical anything. But then they also shitpost about it like they know what they're talking about. All right, so I wanted to know the depth of that one, so it's deeper. We have to go deeper. We have to push it in. Looks like we have to push it in twice as deep until it just can't go in anymore. Think we can do it? I think if we lube it up. I do have I have some really good lube. What is that called? Speed cream. Yeah, so we need to lube up the greasy balls with the speed cream and just really jam them in there. We'll do that in a bit. What's up, Lily? Lily is one of the few with a first badge, and that's where it's at. I have new badges and emotes I have to add, and I always forget until I'm on stream. So I'm prying this out like a paint can, and it's working. Cool. Popped right out. You guys think that bearing is going to pop right out? If you guys are ever doing this, because this is something you would do on any regular skateboard or rollerblades or something, and if you got like a lot of crud you got to get out, or you just want to clean crud off, carburetor cleaner, carb cleaner, and failing that, brake cleaner. It's absolutely amazing. Do not use it on anything rubber, especially seals and stuff. But aside from that, absolute magic. I gotta bang these balls out. Hang on. Where'd I put Dad's mallet? Dad! Dad, can I use your hammer? I haven't seen my dad in a very long time. Passwords for days. Where's that mallet? This is your one job. There it is. It's on the floor. So what I did is I put the wood-colored mallet on the wood-colored floor. So we wake the dogs up. Yeah, there they go. One. Yeah, it works fine if I stop being a wiener about it. There we go. Got my finger in there. Right. So then, little metal cup. Right, so now I'm gonna clean this out with my finger. Lily, I would watch Math Mondays. You should stream Math Mondays. Oh, so I was talking about rollerblades because I used, back in the day at least, maybe now still, I don't know. You used to have to, like, at least once a season, pull the bearings out of your rollerblades and replace them all. That's exactly what these are. Did you get affiliated from streaming once, Lily? I think it was the Lucky Draw stream, wasn't it? I don't know about that math. Wow, how do these go in? Even the old ones get jammed. It's a tight fit. Even with the lube. All right. You know what time it is. Where's my socket? Because that's a good thing to use for this. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, I'm gonna write that one down. How's that sound? You kids like that? Just loud impact noises? I didn't need to put anything else in there, right? Just the bearing. That's all it had before, right? Passwords. Sound is muffled as much as needed. See, this is why people use compressors. Good thing I'm not people. Ooh. Forgot to lube that one up. That was bad manners. Apologies. Okay, so we got the bearings back in there. Did I need to do anything else? No, just replacing the bearings and belts. So good. I need to loosen these 4 bolts, and you'll see why in a second. Natty Ann, what's up? Kids, Natty Ann is one of my biker buddies. I think I have seen her exactly twice in my life. But I talk to her all the time for short periods, and then not at all for long periods. Which I think is how friendship works, like with literally everybody. So I loosen these bolts up, and you can see that that lets the drive pulley move back and forth, I think, in my hot 60 frames a second. Or maybe, because I'm running it on a MacBook. So we're gonna then go washer. I'm gonna clean that off dad style with a dirty rag. DJ, is that true? Because I would believe that that was true. Who has Mac questions? The whole reason I use a Mac is because I never have to ask questions. It just works and I can just leave it alone. "100% true." That's the most possible true. I don't think I've ever encountered that much truth. Really cool that it happened here on my stream. So I got the washers sort of cleaned, and then I'm just lubing everything. Can never have too much lube. There's a certain type of person who says spit is better than lube. But I found, at least with skateboards, that's not the case. Wow. Are you guys telling actual 100% actual truth? Or like the truth we've all come to know in recent times? Because that's nuts. It's mostly nuts that I know so many other people who know DJ, yet I had not known DJ until the internet, until until I became boss of level 3. That's right. I have my badge somewhere. I'm the boss of. So if you're attempting to beat the internet, if you get to the end of level 3, I'm who you have to face. So if the stream gets interrupted, it's like that might happen if someone. I have to respond immediately. I have obligations. We're not allowed to know who the other bosses are, because they think it generates infighting, and it would kind of cause us to pit against each other to move up. Personally, I like level 3. I get this sweet vault that I get to encase myself in. Honestly, I hope nobody comes in. I don't want to leave. I don't want to go to level 4. There's more responsibility. You have to fight stronger people. Pass. That's what that was. Okay. So just putting this back on there. That's gonna work. Okay, I gotta put this back in the wheel though. Game Tech Chris. You were sort of right. There's rave music and there's lube and hammering and a lot of putting things inside of other things and phallic nonsense. It's probably a party. I'd call it a party, yeah? It's a party. DJ, is it my turn for the story swap? Because I have a crazy story. So like working at Brunswick Zone was like the end of your homelessness. Towards the end of my homelessness, I was living in a bowling alley, in the arcade room, which pretty cool. Sucks because there's no food, but like after they closed up, like I put an air mattress on the pool table. And that's where I slept, and then I could play all the games for free. Yeah, we definitely talked about that, because as I was saying it, I remember swapping homeless. You know, man, like being homeless makes you so many friends who were also homeless. I've met a lot of people who were like, me too, and then like you swap your really cool, like, but also really awful stories about being homeless. Yeah. So the rest of chat. Oh, Solid Scrape. Do you remember? Were you around? You were around. I think I have a picture of you in that bowling alley. It's gone now. They tore it down. But yeah, then I worked there. They let me learn how to fix the pin setters. And the guy who was fixing the pin setters, I gotta bang this. Party. Game Tech Chris, where you at? Just block the camera. Doesn't matter. So that the guy who fixed the pin setters had been fixing them for like 100 years. Like, I think what happened is he already existed and they built the bowling alley around him. And they're like, he's slow. He probably needs help. Go learn from him. This guy was, Game Tech Chris. This is me too. This is how we troubleshoot PC issues. That's why I don't own PCs anymore. So this guy was not like, he was legally blind, but like on the cusp of regular blind. I don't know how he fixed pin setters. If you've ever seen pin setters, you're traumatized. Pin setters are one of the most terrifying bits of machinery to ever look at. They look like what you probably imagine the inside of like a washing machine looks like. Just like, don't stick your hand in there or you'll lose your life. You'll just die. They spin and they whir and they do this, and it's a horrifying nightmare of like metal framework. And this guy's blind and he fixes these things and he's got all his fingers. So I guess I'm learning from the best. And he definitely he taught me everything, and we'd go back there and it's pitch black back there. It's as dark as it looks back there. And he's like, he could tell by the sound what was jammed where, and he would just reach his hand into these things while people were bowling, like while these machines were on and working, and he would just like blindly reach his hand in and yank a pin out or pull a piece of metal, and the crap would fall out, and he'd be like, this one number 17, you got to reach in and pull the chrome framus, and he'd yank something, and then you fix it. But this guy was so blind that we used to pick on him all the time because he's kind of an asshole, which maybe just comes from being blind. Who's gonna like clip me calling all blind people assholes? I just mean like he had a hard life, and that probably adjusted his attitude a bit. We could come up to him about this far, and he couldn't see you, and we would go, and then run away. And he would start swatting because he didn't know you were there. You could get about arm's reach, and then bop, and oh man. And in retrospect, that's probably why he was an asshole, because we were bullies. But yeah, I have all my fingers. I didn't lose any. To be fair, I barely touched the pin setters. What I did do, is I also had to polish the lanes, and all of us who polished the lanes had an agreement that we were going to polish the absolute shit out of lane 1. And so lane 1, not only did we like just was that thing like frictionless, like outer space has less friction than lane 1 did. We polished it in an S pattern. Like you're supposed to randomly polish, like it's called an orbital polisher. We would polish it, we would turn the orbit off on the polisher and then polish the lane like this, which affects the ball greatly. And so anyone who bowled on lane 1 bowled the worst game of their life consistently, and the ball, like you could watch them throw the ball and it would just veer off, and everyone would be baffled, like, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? And yeah, it was a great time. So, you know, don't trust kids to polish lanes and balls and stuff. Oh yeah, we had leagues. We messed some leagues up. I was a jerk. Yeah. I'm not denying it. Natty and DJ, is that what you guys did? Do you have crazy bowling alley stories? Will I put this back together? Where's my belts? I'm gonna ask Dad to get his belt. There's a belt. This is my look of disbelief. This hair. So we got to put this good belt on and get it in here. So the way this works is you stick it in there like that and see how the belt grabs those teeth, because that's how belts work. And then the other end is actually going to wrap around these teeth here, but you won't be able to see it on the camera. But that's what's going. This is a motor. It turns that, turns the wheel. It's pretty basic. If you're confused, this isn't the channel for you. So we're going to slip this all on. And this, now you're going to see why I had to adjust the tension on that. Because the belt has to be really tight, or else you lose a lot of torque, because you want it wrapped around there like that. You want all of those teeth transferring all of that power. But if it's real loose, not only do you lose half that power, but also it can like slip off and then you're dead. So you loosen it up to get the belt off, but then you gotta pull it back to tighten it. And that's where we use our tool. Remember the tool? The tool with no name? The tool of, what was the room from Harry Potter? The room of necessity, was it? The room that only appears when you really need it. This is like the tool of great necessity. Its function becomes clear when you need it. The tool of requirement, that's what it is. It is thick. It's got a good, look at that. Look at it, it's got a little, it's got a thick backside on it, and that's why I get my hands around it. So, get our thick tool in there. And then we got that nice and tight. Yeah, then we tighten these down. Where'd that go? Passwords for days. There it is. I'm gonna fix that claw machine. Oh, I just bought a compressor for it. A refrigerator compressor for the claw game. $200 is cheap for a contractor's toolkit. What time is it? Everyone say what time it is where you are. Everyone needs one. You'd be surprised how many tools you use once they're there. All right, so that's tightened up. That belt is on there. That's how that works. Yeah. It's good and tight. It's not coming off without some whacking. You'd have to whack it off if you need that done. And then just put the cover back on. DJ, what are you doing tonight besides this? In my mind, you perpetually stream because every single time I'm on Twitch, you're streaming. So to see you here is odd. All right, so it's Friday. The usual Friday. Sounds like the usual American Friday too. Mine is. I think everyone's streaming now with the COVIDs. I'm doing this. I'm gonna go skate. You want to go skate? You got your rollerblades? Should do that. I'm gonna. Jacku and I are gonna do a skate stream Sunday. I think. Jacku is worried he actually doesn't know how to skate anymore because it's been so long. So I told him he has a week to practice, and I have not seen him in a few days, and But then I saw him yesterday on the podcast, so he's not dead, but I was honestly worried like he broke his head in trying to escape. Right. All right. And trick here. You don't want to tighten the shit out of these because that actually causes the nut to rub against that bearing that's there, and you don't want that because it's friction. It slows you down. This is a lock nut, which has a little rubber grommet inside it, which grips the thing. It means it takes a lot of force to get it back off. So as long as you got it on there, the whole purpose of it is so that the wheel doesn't move up and down that much and slip off the belt. So as long as it's not moving and it's not rubbing against the bearing, you're all set. One wheel down. And I'll do the other one now without slowly talking you through it. There it is. This one will go quick. Man, look at those lights still going. Doop, doop. Squatted twice. DJ, what are we rehabbing from this time? Or do we want to say? Anything good? Just sugar? Time. Oh man. I gotta tell you, don't underestimate a good rubber mallet. It seems like one of those things like, why do these exist? You just use a hammer. These are great for whacking things without hurting them. Not all things. Yeah, not people, because I've been whacked with one, and it was displeasing to my bones. You know what? Actually, it is better on your thumbs than a real hammer. At least I will concede that. Here's my lube. Lube the shaft. Lube the shaft. Never enough. Yeah, those Home Depot buckets. I love those things. And they're like $3. Here's my belt. Oh man, I forgot about that tools list. You're right. Is there a /remind? DJ, how do you set reminders in Twitch? This is gonna be so smooth. I'm just gonna roll these around in my hands all night. Who wants to make a gross things I've said on this stream supercut? And put it on YouTube and then have a bunch of Tumblr people get really angry with me. All right. Natty and I don't actually know. I don't even know if it's still up. I bet AOL owns Tumblr. If I had to guess. Lily, why did they do? Steve Case himself. DJ, is that 100% true? Did I like guess that out of my ass and I'm right? Somebody make a You Laugh You Lose supercut of me looping skateboards. All right. Oh, I forgot to loosen these up. That's why that was such a problem. Tumblr CDs? CDs nuts. Who remembers D's nuts? D's nuts is a meme as old as rollerblades. Got him! That side looks a bit chewed up. What are we looking at? Oh, just here? There, this stuff. So these are just metal guards. Wow. You're right. That is. I didn't realize that till I put the new belts on, but you're right. So these are metal guards that protect this stuff from getting chewed up, but this is beaten down to like the, yeah. Okay. Good eye, Natty Ann. I'm going to have to order up a couple new ones of these, and they ain't cheap. But yeah, their whole purpose is to get beaten up so that the belts don't get beaten up. But you can clearly see right there that belt is higher than the thing that's supposed to protect it, so that's not going to work too well. Oof. Wow. Cool. You probably saved me from dying. It's still rideable. It'll still work. I just got to keep it safe, and I can get those guards in a couple of days. Wow. These are metal. Like, these are billet aluminum. Holy crap. Wonder if I can get titanium ones. All right, so tool time. Oof. You wouldn't want to put rubber over them because they literally scrape against the asphalt. The rubber would be gone the first time you ride. Right? Use the tool. Wow. Get out there. There we go. Nice and tight. That's the way Johnny likes it. Throw some D's on that bitch. I actually did upgrade these wheels. These are not stock. And man, what a difference. These are the Kaugama orangutans. Great for Chicago streets. Night and day. Yeah, Rex, you gotta ban yourself for laughing. This isn't funny. If I don't do this right, I could die. No laughing on my stream. It's against the law. It's against the law, like Davey 504. It's against the law. Simps. That's not fitting quite right. Let's find out why. Game Tech Chris, how'd you find me? Did you literally see the skateboard category and we're like, what's up? I always wonder how people find me. Because I think I'm funny. It's a good reason to have a ban me command. Yeah, we'll loosen this wheel up. Rex, which night and which GDQ? All cons are a huge blur to me. Was it the night with the beans? There we go. That was way too far in there. Why does... Oh, there we go. Okay. The beans. Lily, now you have to go watch the beans video to get it out of your head. There we go. That's fine. When Jakku was trying to get #1 on the Mario Maker. Oh man. That was the last one I went to, and I think that was the same as the Beans one. Because that's when Mario Maker 2 came out. Somebody post a link to that Beans video that what's his face made. That we helped film. I'm the hand holding the alarm clock in that video. Best game on Switch. That's a strong opinion. It's whoa. I mean, not that Switch has 1,000 good games, but isn't Breath of the Wild on Switch? Which I've never played. Don't tell my mom. I do have famous hands. They're known in many circles. Oh, so best game on the Switch that was not on any other system? Isn't Mario Maker 2 also on Wii U? All right. Okay, that's done. That's it. We're all set. No rubbing, no scraping. Until the street hits that belt. Holy crap. Good eye, Natty Ann. I'm going to take a picture of this. Put this on the Reddit. It's hard to get a good angle. Yeah. Hooray. Give me my chat back. You guys are all on my phone. Magic. Shh. Yeah, a few things scared me away from Breath of the Wild, like, but I also feel like I'm a big enough Zelda fan that I'd still like it. Like, I hated Spirit Tracks, and I still kind of like. I still played it all the way through. I hate recipes of any sort, any kind of crafting. Like this, that's just trash game padding garbage. And I realize that all Zelda games, well, from like Ocarina of Time on, are just like long ass fetch quests to extend playtime. But man, recipes, get out of here. Weapon degradation, get out of here. Those two things upset me when I heard about them for sure. Yeah, I hate recipes, instant turn off, especially if it's a critical mechanic. The Master Sword, get the... I'm upset. I'm upset about that Master Sword breaking. I'm upset. I'm shook. All right. Lily, why weren't you having fun specifically? Talk me out of playing it. Go. I fix one more thing, and then we're done. Ugh. Oh, this thing is. Toss this shit. This is. You guys remember the stream I put these on? Wrecked that. Gotta get metal ones. Natty Anna, I don't name my stuff. I have a rule against it. I feel like that empowers it. It gives it an identity, and then it starts to feel like it's owed something, and I'm just not. No. All right, just don't tell me what you named it, because then I'll know, and then it's a horrible. Does it even fit on here? No. Yes? Yeah, these are completely the wrong size. Yeah, get out of here with this lion ass trash. All right. So, said they were for the V2. So I have this problem here. Yeah, you can see it. See how the screws are sinking because the wood is compressing? So these go on top and keep that from happening by redistributing the force. These are the wrong size. I was lied to. I will go get unlied to. But that's not super interesting to watch. You just pull the screws out, put that down, put the screws back in. So I will do that off stream when I get the right ones. But that's it. See, Natty, and the problem is now I still think about it. And now I will wonder. I'm a fan of exploring, pending it's not repetitive. I don't know. It's on the list. I don't own a Switch, so it's easy enough to ignore. I have such a backlog of games. You know what I've been playing an absolute ton of? That I might consider streaming because I'm getting really freaking good at it is Enter the Gungeon. That kind of Binding of Isaac style game. Anyone into Enter the Gungeon? I could stream that. Lily sends me physical games she doesn't want all the time. She sent me Dad Simulator. That was pretty good. A lot of people hated on that, but I had an alright time playing it. Dad Simulator. God of War Dad Simulator. Man. Alright. Alright, are we going to talk about this? So, I'll put you guys here so I can yell at you. Look. DJ, I really like Ninja Gaiden and the TMNT, the first TMNT NES game. You and I are from a time when we played those games because those were the games we had. And hey, Bearcat Girl, why do you always come in at like midnight? So, like, there was no GameStop. Like, we had Funko Land, but they'd give you like $3 for your game and then charge you $60 for a new one, which I guess is GameStop's entire model now. But you had games were expensive. There was no 99-cent games. There was no there was no 19.99 games. Like, games were $30, $40. DJ, what did games cost? A lot of money. And so, like, everyone bought the TMNT game because Ninja Turtles were the absolute greatest thing on earth for a very long time. And that's all you had to play. So you just got good. You kept dying in that freaking seaweed level, but then you stopped dying in the seaweed level. You just got good. You got to the Technodrome and thought that was the last boss. And you kept dying at it. And then you beat it and you thought you beat the game. And then you found out you didn't. And then you were just livid. Ninja Gaiden, you played that game for years. You'd play a game for years until you beat it, because that was the game you had, and it was like, I'm bored and it's raining out, play video games. And then sometimes you would like trade a good game to a friend for some game that looked cool, but then it turned out it was terrible. So you had like, you would trade your Mega Man 2 or 3 for Faxanadu, which was actually or Rygar, like games that were really weird but fun. Am I talking over everyone's head here? No, I'm not. Cool. I forgot to put you guys down there so I could yell at you. NES cards were expensive. Like, I remember, so I used to be a child model, like a clothing model for Sears catalogs. So if anyone wants to go dig those up. I won't go dig those up for you. Maybe I will. I think there's time. Hang on. So I have all this at the ready because my mom just sent it to me, not because I break it out all the time. I actually didn't have any of this stuff for a very long time. Passwords for days can also shut up. So a lot of this is from a movie I was in called Four Friends. This is cool. These are, I think these are called crib notes. I'm not sure. Can you guys see this on the... Yeah. Oh, call sheets. That's what this is. This is a call sheet. So this is like everyone who's involved in a scene and like what time they had to be there. This is where it was at. It was at a mansion they were filming at. Here's directions of how to get there because Google Maps wasn't a thing. Oh, it was in Forest Park. I should go there. I'm gonna go there. Should I stream going there? It's probably not interesting. But yeah, all right, so a couple pictures, then we'll get back to my story. I think they're in here. Oh yeah. You guys ready? Look at his little shit. What happened? I have my little kitty. I don't know how to get this camera up better. Maybe this is... No, it sucks. Here. Yeah. Look at that idiot just smiling at nothing. And then oh yeah, that's there I am. Bearcat girl, are you okay? Are you dying? Is everyone dying? DJ is dying. And that was me. And I got to keep the clothes. And it was, oh, who wants these clothes as a kid? Nobody. I didn't want these clothes. I hated having to wear these clothes. It sucked. Little baby belts and these shoes. Kids don't wear these shoes. Look at these shoes. Buster Browns. Get out of here. 1983 this is. Sears catalog. Winnie the Pooh collection. My favorite days was when they were doing the Christmas catalogs and they would just dress you up and put you in a room with a bunch of other kids and just let you play with toys. And they just would photograph you while you're playing with toys. Like, now people get arrested for that. But back then, this is just a kind of funny, very 80s thing. So back, before there were websites and stuff, if you were looking for models, you couldn't. There's some ASMR for you. You couldn't. Oh, man, here's like. There's a ton of newspaper reviews of. Oh no, this is when my band was in. I was in band and we played. What's that bar across from Comiskey? Anyway, doesn't matter. This is like if you were looking for models, you would get these books from the company that managed the models, and it was like a yearbook. And I'm only going to show you because, like, geez, look at these hairstyles. This is just great. Is that? I think that's Hillary Duff's sister from Napoleon Dynamite. And so you would go through, and it was by age and gender, and so literally you would shop for children for whatever you needed to photograph. This is like a Sears catalog of people. Like, oh, I'm looking for something in like a 6 to 7, like pigtails. And you would just pick through these. And and they would mail these to you. And I'm one of these kids. I don't even know which one. Oh yeah, sorry. Anyway, I'm on the first page. Because my mom like guilted, it's not alphabetical, and my mom like straight up mommed the guy into promising her that I would be on the very first page. I'll put all this away later. Yeah, so see you, Rex Wrath. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna go soon, as soon as I'm done ranting about Nintendo games. In 83, I was turning 4 years. Yeah, so was I, DJ. I think we're the same age. I was born in late 79. First movie I ever saw in theaters was Return of the Jedi, which I think was what caused all of this. Saw E.T. in theaters, scared the absolute crap out of me. It still scares the crap out of me. When he comes out of the cornfields, I still close my eyes. I'm 40 years old and I still can't watch E.T. without closing my eyes. Also, Large Marge in Pee-wee's Big Adventure scares the shit out of me now, like right now. Yeah. Because of Starburst candy for almost. Tell him Large Marge sent ya. Oh, man. And it's not that scary now. But what happens is I remember how terrified I was, and I still can't watch it. Ghostbusters 2. I remember what I was doing the day I saw Ghostbusters 2. I was working. Granted, I was clearly working since I was like 4. 2, actually. I was in a movie when I was 2. But it's not on IMDb, which is weird because there are a lot of, like, Siskel and Ebert reviewed it several times, but it's not on IMDb, so I don't know. I'm on IMDb, and yet the movie I was in is not on IMDb. But yeah, I think go look up Johnny Xmas on IMDb, and I think it's got one reference, and it's when I was on Matt Pat's Game Lab, which made it onto IMDb, I guess. Yeah, DJ, I watched it happen over the past 3 at least. I have gray in my beard. You can see it right there. This little patch. I got that when I was like 23 and it never spread. I wonder if I don't know how Twitch handles watch nights. They won't like ban you, right? They just might like blank out the VOD. Because I could do that. When my mom sent me this huge kit, she also... Oh, I gotta show you this. Hang on. Passwords for days, I'm digging. So, this. So this, not gonna surprise a lot of people till I tell you. Okay, well, never mind. I guess it surprised a lot of you. They do have a watch night feature. I saw it, but I think it's probably like Facebook where you have to watch like pre-approved videos or something. So this is a VHS tape, and I want to point out that it's clearly a dub. It's not a pro tape, and I really want to point out this icon here. That means it's a cam. Oh, that's right. You can only watch Prime videos. Yeah. That's a cam. That means like this is a VHS copy of a recording where somebody took a VHS camcorder into a movie theater and recorded it onto VHS. In 1983. So VHS camcorders, you've seen them. Like in 83, they're huge. They're like this. They're two-handed dealies. You know, like something like that. So this guy. So back then, there was no. At the time, the only movie you could get on VHS in your home was E.T. It cost $700 to buy a VHS copy of E.T. to watch in your own home. That's how the licensing was working out back then. So there was no way for me to have a copy of the movie that I was in, especially since it never made it to VHS. But my parents wanted a copy of the movie their child was in. Like, it's super reasonable. And so, like, what are you going to do? Like, buy a set of the reels, the big, like, theater reels? So my grandpa knew a guy, and he paid a guy in New York, like not even here, like paid a guy in New York who does this kind of thing $400 of $1983 to go into a movie theater where the movie is showing and videotape it on VHS. So like I've tried it. It's unwatchable. It's ridiculous. It's dark. It's blurry. The sound is terrible. It's a worthless copy that everyone was ecstatic about. And my grandpa paid $400 for it. And it's unwatchable. And I have it. And because it's a great commemorative thing. But when my mom gave me this whole pack, like I knew she had this. I had seen it when I was a kid, but I hadn't seen it since. Man, look, he really went all out on me. Some pro level, what do they call it? Scrapbooking with the little and the outlines, the Bears colors. Like that's how about it. But then my mom gave me, so apparently for some reason in like 2009, they released it on DVD. Just like, what? But so she gave me the DVD of it. So I have it and we can do a watch night, I guess, if I don't get banned. I don't know. I have to look into that. 1981. Yeah, I was 2 years old. Game Tech Chris, is there a 4K Blu-ray for $5? Or are you making that up? Throw down a link if you're not lying. I have the DVD copy, so we can figure out how to watch that. We could Discord it, I guess. Yeah. That would be fun. That's not a bad idea at all. Game Tech Chris, you're a jerk. I shake my fist at thee. I'm liking this GoPro setup. This is cool. This is it's a GoPro that I have clamped to a desk lamp, so I can move it. Pretty funny. Looks like a pro rig. It's clamped to a desk lamp that looks like it's from Portal. So I brought all of this up because when I had eventually realized that I was getting money for modeling and doing commercials and stuff and was seeing the paychecks and was at least like I was able to, like, I knew what that things cost money. I was probably like 7 or 8. I had to be at least like 7 or 8 because I had an NES. So it was like 7 or 8, and I knew that things cost money, and that like a video game I wanted was $50. And then I did like a commercial where I said one line real quick, and I got $50. And I was like, I can buy a Nintendo game because I now have $50. And then my mom was like, no, you need socks, like the mom stuff. You got to buy new shoes for school. And like, of course, what's wrong with the like ratty shoes with the holes in them that I have now? But man, I threw a fit. And she finally gave in and let me buy one Nintendo game with one of my $50 paychecks. And it was Mega Man 3. And man, my money well spent. What a great game. So Mega Man 3 will always have a weird place in my heart because that was you know what? Mega Man 3 was the first thing I ever bought with money that I made from a job. And I was 7. And I mean like a job where they took taxes out, not like mowing lawns. DJ, that's pretty funny. How do you all know each other? Got it for doing for Christmas along with Bionic Commando. Fuck yes! Loved Bionic Commando. Such a weird game. So hard to understand. It took me so long before it clicked what you're even supposed to do in that game. That and what's Strider's another one. Remember the NES version of Strider where you could like you get to that one area in Kazakh where you have to wall jump, but you didn't know you could wall jump or how to wall jump, and you're just like, you play that game for 2 years and you hit dead ends, and that's just the game. And that's what games were. And you would hope like GamePro would throw down a hot tip. And really like all of GamePro and Nintendo Power's hot tips were just like, here's how to get past that broken spot in this game. Or here's a function they accidentally left out of the manual. Or you didn't have the manual because most of the games you played you rented from Blockbuster. Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Another one of my favorite games. Nobunaga's Ambition, which I think was from the same creators, was another game like that I played a lot. Yeah. I played a lot of Nintendo games. I got Twitch cred. I'm not playing games here, but I got Twitch cred. I know what's going on. All right, I got to wrap it up, kids. But you know what I'm going to start doing? Oh, solid. You remember the videos you could rent from Blockbuster that was like hot tips and tricks, how to beat every Nintendo game, and it was like featuring the 2 world champions of video games telling you hot tips, and there was absolutely no way to verify that was even a thing whatsoever because there was no internet. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, DJ. This was great. Thanks everyone for hanging out. You know, I am going to start doing is I think on Tuesdays I'm going to start streaming Zelda clones, like 8 and 16-bit Zelda clones. So like I might start with Newtopia, or I might start with that Genesis game everyone's talking about, Adventures of Senti or whatever. It looks very cool. Gaming Historian just did a video on it. But Newtopia was the first Zelda clone I ever discovered, and it was on my friend's TurboGrafx. He had a TurboGrafx 16, which was like, what is this? What? There's things that aren't a Nintendo? And it's 16-bit, sort of, but not really. And it had Newtopia, which was it was a Zelda clone, but it looked better. So it was like, I believe it predated A Link to the Past. And it was a blast. And so I might start with that because that's like what I loved The Legend of Zelda. And I also loved Legend of Zelda 2. Great game, different game, hard as hell. Another one of those games where you played it for years until you beat it. And then I found Newtopia and I was like, this is just, don't tell anyone, but this is Zelda. We played the crap out of it. So I've been hankering for that. So we'll see. No, CDI Zeldas don't count. And I don't have to justify that. See ya, Nian. All right. See ya, everybody. Lily, thanks for hanging out and chatting. I didn't call anyone out for lurking. I'm going to leave you guys alone. Hey, got a lot of viewers going on. Cool. Hi, everyone. Man, Azur, DJ, thanks for hanging out. Game Tech Chris, nice to meet you. Thanks for hanging around. Throw me a follow. I'd appreciate it. Natty Ann. Bearcat Girl, she went to bed.
Oh, sexy girl.
There it is.
Now you're my sexy girlfriend, Game Tech Chris. You get the Johnny wink.
And the close talk. Thanks for the follow, Game Tech Chris. Appreciate it.
Wow. Solid. Good to see you were able to drop in. Hope you got your stuff done. Darkest Dot, you are always here. You are the baseline. Rex Wrath checked out. Wow. This is great. Thanks for hanging out, kids. Go ahead, Friday night's work. Maybe I'll do like Fix It Fridays all the time or something. We got to get some commands. Yeah, I was using Stream Elements and then I deleted that entire account because Stream Elements is like the GoPro of streaming tools. It's just absolute horrible trash. So I got to get some commands in there. Lily, I'll pay you $1 to do it. For each command. Or maybe more than $1. It's funny. I think I offer to pay Lily to do stuff all the time, and she's like, no, I have a job. I don't need your money. I'm not doing it. Find some other chump. Yeah. Oh, do you get here? I have this. Can I put this? I gotta. Oh. Well, there you go. That's not what I meant to do. I didn't mean to do that, but there it was. I can add that somehow. Oh, I know what I can do. I should just have that on there all the time. Let's see if this works. Add scene. Yeah. Well, it was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I'd need to put a backdrop on it or something, but... Oh, why did my other camera go 4x6? I don't know. End of the stream anyway. I'm not going to fix stuff now. There's where you can find me. I'm at J0HNNYXM4S on like every social media, except YouTube, where I'm just a regular O and an A for some reason. I have a ton of stuff on YouTube, but it's mostly technical. There's also a lot of my motorcycle rides and drone flights on YouTube. Oh, I do urban exploration where I break into abandoned buildings and film it. So if you're into abandoned buildings, check out my YouTube. I should throw that on here. Yeah. So that's yeah. Okay. I will I got to make an Amazon tools list for you guys, and I got to add commands for how to find me. That'll be my weekend project that I won't do. So remind me to do that so I don't. And I will catch all you kids Sunday if Jakku wants to skate. Otherwise, maybe Zelda games. We'll see. So, good night, kids. Wait. I do this every time. You know what we should do? We got to raid somebody. Because we're on Twitch. Lily called it. Who are we going to raid? Who are we going to raid? Let's see who's out there. I tried to raid Jason Mewes, like Jay and Silent Bob Jason Mewes, but he does follower only. He plays Fortnite like every day and he's really bad at it. Author Blues. He's up there playing. Wow. I outlasted everyone I know. Except Author Blues. He's the last one standing. So I'm going to concede victory to Author Blues. Guys, we're going to raid Author Blues. What's our raid call? Fork palm. Fix this. Get your hands off my doodads. That's it. Passwords for days got it. I don't have my doodads bag here, but yeah, get your hands off my doodads. Let's type. Somebody type that up with some good emotes. And then I'll set the raid. Hands off my doodads. Teeth can be next week. Get your hands off my doodads. The lurk, Jakku lurks. Yep, alright. Alright. That'll work. Even if you don't follow Jakku, that'll work. Alright, so we're gonna raid Author Blues. Raid call is get your hands off my doodads. Here it comes, kids. Thank you all for joining. See if I do this right. Blues. Queuing it up. Queuing it up. Come on, get in on this. Bunch of lurkers ain't in. All right. See you guys.